A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a pivotal week for President Trump, the focus has shifted from last week's military strikes to his ambitious domestic spending plan, dubbed the Big, Beautiful Bill. Speaking on CBS's Face the Nation, host Margaret Brennan highlighted the president's warning to Republican lawmakers. Failure to support the bill would be considered an ultimate betrayal. Trump, during a recent visit to the golf course with key GOP members, reiterated his stance against Democrats, claiming their policies would lead to the largest tax increase in history. As the bill passed a key procedural vote in the Senate, it still faces hurdles, particularly concerning its estimated cost, which is projected to be nearly $1 trillion more than the House version. This discrepancy raises concerns among fiscal conservatives in the House about the bill's viability. Senator Mark Warner, a Democrat from Virginia and vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, expressed his skepticism about the bill's impact on health care and social services. Warner criticized the proposed cuts to Medicaid and the Obamacare marketplace, which he argues would strip 16 million Americans of their health coverage, leading to a significant rise in uninsured individuals. He pointed out that such cuts would not only affect the individuals directly, but would also burden emergency services and increase health care costs for everyone. The senator highlighted that the bill would add $4.5 trillion to the national debt, questioning the long-term benefits for the American populace. Despite the inclusion of popular provisions, such as tax credits for childcare and funding for Border Patrol, Warner articulated that the bill ultimately serves the interests of the wealthiest Americans at the expense of the vulnerable. He emphasized that the Republican Party risks alienating itself from constituents who rely on these essential services. The senator's concerns were echoed by many, as he called the legislation a political albatross that could have dire consequences for the party's future. In a broader discussion about the implications of the Trump administration's policies, Warner addressed the recent resignation of University of Virginia President James Ryan, which he attributed to pressure from the administration over diversity and equity initiatives. Warner condemned this as a form of extortion, suggesting that the administration's tactics could set a dangerous precedent for other universities. He voiced concern over the potential chilling effect on academic freedom and the ability of institutions to attract top talent. On the foreign policy front, Warner expressed caution regarding the administration's optimistic declarations about Iran's nuclear capabilities following military actions. He warned that the public may be given a false sense of security, emphasizing that the intelligence community does not yet have a complete understanding of Iran's current capabilities. The senator's remarks reflect a broader skepticism about the administration's approach to international relations and the need for a measured response to complex geopolitical challenges. As the political landscape continues to evolve, the fate of the Big, Beautiful Bill remains uncertain, with significant opposition from both sides of the aisle and critical implications for millions of Americans. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining whether the president can rally support for his signature legislation while navigating the intricacies of foreign policy and domestic governance. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.